Hello everyone, Professor Lohit here. Today we will see the lecture number 17, problems on a transition curve. So let us see the problem. Calculate the length of transition curve by using the following data. The given the design speed as 65 kmph, radius of the circular curve as 220 meter, pavement width including the extra widening given as 7.5 meter, allowable rate of introduction of super elevation. How do you do allowable? It is pavement rotated about the center line. This you have to remember. Clear? Let us find the solution for this. First, to write the given here. Given the design speed as 65 kmph. Given the radius are 220 meter. They given the width of the pavement including the extra width. So B is nothing but the width of the pavement including the extra widening. So I spread it in this way, that is 7.5 meter, and the rate of introduction of the super elevation, the slope they given, and that is 1 in 150. The first step here is to find length of transition curve LS. So first we see the what based on allowable rate of centrifugal acceleration, that is C. So we have the formula C is nothing but 80 divided by 75 plus V, that is nothing but 80 divided by 75 plus V is 65, so it will be around 0.57 meter per second cube, so which is in between the range 0.5 to 0.8, so it is acceptable. So let us find the LS now. LS is nothing but, what's the formula there? VQ divided by 46.5 into CR. V cube is nothing but 65 cube divided by 46.5. C is 0.57. R is 200. That gives you the length 47.1 meter. So this is from first method based on the centrifugal accelerations. Now before going to the next subject, we have to check that whatever the length of the allowable rate of introduction of super elevation E is feasible or not. For that we have to go for again the design of the horizontal curves, where you first check for what E na, with considering the 75% as the taking as a design speed. So that formula is E is equal to V square divided by 225 R. So here V is nothing but 65 square divided by 225 and R is 200, so it will be around 0.085, so which is obviously greater than 0.07. So in that sense we have to check it for the friction too. So for friction, again formula becomes V square is equal to 127 R minus E. So E we can take the maximum as 0.07. So in that sense V is 65 square, 127, R is 200, minus E is 0.07. Clear? So if I calculate this, it will be around 0.081. So obviously which is less than 0.15. So we can adopt this radius as 200 meter and the velocity as 65 kmph. So taking to the width of the pavement B as 7.5 meter, let us find the second step, that is rate of introduction of super elevation as pavement is rotated about center line. So for that we have the formula LS is nothing but En by 2. Clear? So where we know that E is nothing but E small e into B. E is nothing but rate of super elevation, that is 0.07. B is nothing but 7.5 meter. Okay, so whatever the value you get, for that we are going to divide by 2. The reason we are going to divide it by 2 because it is rotated around the center line of the pavement. So that will gives you around 0.26 meter. So this becomes E. If I introduce in, if you put it in a En, that value will be 0.26. Okay, not necessary of dividing 2 now because already divided here. Okay, into slope is 150, 1 in 150. So that gives you the L as 39 meter. Clear? And the third method is length by empirical formula. Okay, as they not mentioned anything, we take it as a plane or rolling terrain. For that we have the formula LS is nothing but 2.7 V square divided by R. 2.7 V is nothing but 65 square divided by R is 200. That gives you around 51.9 meter. So seeing to all these three methods, first method we got 47.1 meter, but second we got 39, and third we got 51.9. So in seeing to that, we have to adopt the highest from that. So adopt the highest value of 3, that is 51.9 or say 52 meter as a design length of transition curve. Okay, I'll stop it here. Thank you for your patience.